Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm greeting with respect to all time zones across the world, depending on which part of the world you're at. I hope you guys are good. It's been a minute since I uploaded a YouTube video, and there isn't any particular excuse really. It's just been the inconsistency on my part. So I take accountability for that, and you have my word that I will keep uploading, frequent times in a week. So actually, I got an interesting question from a brother, hence I'm making this video right now. Being, what is the difference between someone being hard on themselves and someone being unkind to themselves? I repeat, what is the difference between someone being hard on themselves and someone being unkind towards themselves? So I would like to start with the first remark being, I'm sure as you guys know, we all have different values in life, and us having different values in life means that there's certain desired outcomes that we have drafted up in our minds, right? And we grew up with receiving different qualities in life, different connotations, different beliefs, different dogmas at the same time, things that actually crafted up how we see or perceive the world, or rather how we also perceive other people. Now, I would like to address the first part of the question being someone being hard on themselves. Someone being hard on themselves is commonly perceived as a negative thing, but I don't think it's a negative thing. And I would like to substantiate my statement with the quote. It's actually one of my favorite quotes. Being it's a quote by Ray Lewis. It reads as follows: "You have to be hard on yourself if you want to be great." Now, the catchy part about this is you have to define each and every pursuit that you venture in your life, right? What do you mean by great? And this is where the concept of values and beliefs comes at, because greatness to you might mean financial prosperity. Greatness to someone might mean being a great teacher. So there's different values in this, but let's just generalize the entire quote and try to fit it context by context. So now when they say you have to be hard on yourself if you want to be great, the issue of values, this is where now it connects. The issue of values is you have to be hard on yourself if you're not living up towards your values. Like, for instance, if someone is not keeping up to their word, you have to hold them accountable. But someone from the outside with the same belief, same common belief, might say, well, you're being hard on this person, you're being unfair to them. But when you look at their values, they're not living up to them, which is them keeping up to their word. So, and then the belief also might be that I believe everyone should be treated the same by kindness, rather. So let's say someone who said that to you is not being kind towards other people, or is treating someone unfairly as opposed to other people. Holding that person accountable might mean that you have to be hard on them. Now, reflecting it towards yourself, you might say, well, I want to lose weight in the next 3 months. I want to be a better writer in the next 2 weeks. And these are the daily things that I will be doing. So we will call those things values that you'll be living by, that will then compound into becoming your beliefs, right? So here's the catchy part. Reflecting this on yourself would mean something along the lines of holding yourself accountable, or telling someone to hold you accountable because you want to live up to the value of becoming a better writer, or becoming, let's say, financially stable in the next following months, right? Now I'm about to address the second part of the question, which is someone being unkind towards themselves. Now, I would like to converge these two questions into one answer, right? Here's the thing. Here's my perception of the question, tying it into one answer in summary, although I will elaborate more. When you're being hard on yourself, it means that you believe you deserve greatness, which means that you want to live up to the fullest of your values, right? Depending on what your values are, because everyone in this world has values, right? Now, you being unkind towards yourself, it it means you wouldn't be living up to those values. And then the opposite of that, being kind to yourself, means that you become hard on yourself so that you can live up to your values. That's you being kind to yourself, right? So now, when some people will be like, well, you're not being kind towards yourself. You must take it easy on yourself. I don't think people who believe that they deserve greatness take it easy on themselves. I mean, staying up late at night is, to some other people, is you being unkind towards your health, is you being unkind towards your well-being. But if you look at it, depending on how well defined your values are, it might be one of the things you have to live up to. Because if you believe that you deserve greatness, sometimes you're going to go extra mile. And to some other people, it might mean that you're being hard on yourself. But if you're not being hard on yourself, if you're not holding yourself accountable, who are you expecting to hold you accountable? So this is my perception of the question is, what is the difference between someone being hard on themselves and someone being unkind to themselves? So my understanding of the question, let me just reiterate again with further elaboration, is that if you're being hard on yourself, it means that you deserve greatness. You believe that you deserve greatness. Whereas if you're being unkind towards yourself, it means that you have detached from your values and you living up to something that is quite the opposite of what you're trying to get at, right? So that is simply my perception of the question. But you guys will pretty much let me know what you think in the comment section. See you in the next video, and please hit that subscribe button. Let me know which video you'd like to see me upload next. If there's anything that you guys would like me to speak on, please let me know in the comment section. See you in the next video.